Thank you. Vice Chairman Dold is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank you for calling this important hearing, and I certainly want to thank the Assistant Secretary for your time and for your testimony today. It is to our benefit and the entire world's benefit that America has been and remains the world's economic, military, political, and I would argue cultural leader. We did not achieve our world leadership position through fearful isolation. We achieved our world leadership position by energetically engaging with the world through trade, investment, security arrangement, diplomacy, and foreign aid. While we can always do better, and while we will always have problems, our world leadership position has made America and the world more open, more prosperous, more secure, and more free. And for many decades, the World Bank has been one of the most important and most effective instruments of American leadership. Through the World Bank, America has been able to influence corrupt and tyrannical governments to become more open, more transparent, more peaceful, and more humane. Through the World Bank, America has been able to influence foreign nations to open their markets to American exports and to American investment. We have seen the World Bank have great success in places such as Indonesia, Korea, Africa, Eastern Europe, which has helped create more security and more economic prosperity right here at home. Now we see this great promise of a rapidly reforming Middle East where people are demanding more political freedom, government transparency, and economic opportunity. I expect that, as in the past, the World Bank will play an important role, which will, in turn, make the rest of the world more secure and more prosperous. Our military leaders recognize how important these multilateral development banks are to our own national security. General Petraeus and Commander Duncan McNabb have written a letter emphasizing the importance of the multilateral development banks to our own strategic interests. And I'd ask the Chairman for unanimous consent to submit this letter for the record.
Without objection.
Our business leaders through various business organizations have recently written to the United States Congress to emphasize the vital importance of the MDBs in promoting our own export markets, economic development, and American leadership. I'm convinced that the relatively little that we spend on the World Bank funding plays huge dividends in money we don't need to spend on military action, and money that we don't need to spend on increased security measures, and on economic prosperity that we receive through new markets for our businesses all across the land. We all benefit greatly in both tangible and intangible ways from America's great influence in the world, and the World Bank is one of our best assets for maintaining this influence, all at a relatively low cost. I realize that the federal spending is dramatically out of control and must be dramatically reduced. However, we must fund our priorities, and these programs provide significant value. And with that, I'll yield back the balance of my time.